and welcome to my very first podcast about Africa's vital role in shaping Christianity. My name is Kathy Lucas. Just a little about myself. My background is in education, so I will consider myself more of a Christian educator. I have taught in school and various other programs. I am a mother of 2 adult sons, Curtis and Darringer, and 1 teenage grandson, Tyson Jameer. I joined the church when I was 9 years old, but when I was 18, I read the book of Matthew and fell in love with Jesus, and I have been serving him for over 40 years now, and I just cannot learn enough about him. So having said that, enough about me. You may be wondering how I became so interested in my chosen subject. Well, I can't remember the actual date. I somehow stumbled upon information on the internet about blacks in the Bible, and I was taken aback. And whereas I did have a Christian education, I was never taught anything about blacks in the Bible. Being that I am an older Christian and was raised in a time where this information was not taught, I sincerely hope that this is changing because it needs to. The many works and accomplishments of some of our iconic black ancestors are praised during Black History Month. I feel that all Christian denominations of all races should include Africa's significant contributions to the Bible in their church curriculum. I want to state that I love all people of all races. And while the general theme is to lead people to Christ so that they may experience his love and salvation, we as Christians have to be truthful and admit that inequality still persists in many Christian congregations. Many westernized theologians who deliberately overlook Africa's role in the faith as if though they can crush the truth. To demonstrate my point of inequality, I created a scenario on Facebook to get feedback from my friends that stated if a teacher has a multicultural classroom and assigns all the children a group project, and each child successfully completes this project, but the teacher only credits the Asian students for its success. I ended this scenario with 2 questions. How are the other children supposed to feel after being left out? And how would you react as a parent? Well, the few responses that I did receive wanted to demand accountability from the teacher. I feel that the teacher's leadership has failed her other students. It is obvious that this teacher should have appreciated all of the children's work and acknowledged their contributions. As with all of God's creation, everyone should feel equal with other humans. God is not a respecter of persons. All of his creation is precious to him. So the children will not feel good about themselves if they are made to feel inferior. We as Christians cannot ignore the central teaching of John 3:16. I used the scenario to validate my point of inequality. For you see, inequality has no place in true Christianity. Therefore, to de-Africanize Africa's role in the Bible is a futile attempt and a grave disrespect to a people who have been around since time began. People who knew how to make fire without matches, smelt iron, shape tools, make sculptures and carvings, send messages over long distances, irrigate their crops by what is known today as a reservoir, build houses, make their clothes, make instruments, make paints and beads. This is what I call God-given instinct. Therefore, it is imperative that Africa be given its rightful place in biblical history. Sadly, many people think that European Christian missionaries introduced Christianity to the African continent, and that is the furthest thing from the truth. Ethiopia is the oldest Christian nation in the world. Africa has a long Christian history that did not start from the white man. As I continue to research my information, I have uncovered much knowledge, and the saddest to report that even this type of information has been hidden from continental Africans as well as all Americans. By deliberate means, the West has manipulated its audiences with the whitewashed version of the biblical iconic characters in most of the Christian movies that we see, and that is historically unsupportable. I plan to cover the historical black nations such as Ethiopia, Cush, Egypt. Therefore, my series will begin with a discussion in Genesis. Also, I have other surprises in store for you as well. As I mentioned earlier, that I began my research about blacks in the Bible and came across a real diamond called the Original African Heritage Study Bible. I was just blown away by its information that fully explains how Africa shaped Christianity. There have been numerous other resources that I have read that I will share in this series with you. So as you can see, the seed has been planted and will blossom into a podcast series that is designed to educate, inform, and debunk myths and lies. And if transformation takes place, it will be an added blessing. My mission is God-inspired and God-driven. A charge to keep I have, a God to glorify, a never-dying soul to save, and fitted for the sky. You can certainly tell that I am an old-school Christian who used to sing those old hymns as a child and thought they were so boring. But as my relationship has deepened with Jesus, those old hymns have a special place in my heart, and I really do appreciate them. I also believe in transparency, and the information, to the best of my knowledge, is coming from very trusted and bona fide Christian historians, educators, and theologian scholars. I will introduce them in my future episodes so that you can do your own research. As I begin this project, I humbly ask that you keep me in your prayers as I do my very best to glorify Jehovah God with my knowledge base that He has allowed. I'm thanking you in advance for being a part of this project, and thank you for joining me today. And you have a blessed day, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye now.